Welcome to ETH Daily, a daily briefing on the latest in Ethereum. Here's your latest for Wednesday, March 18th, 2026. The Ethereum Foundation deploys 1,000 Ether into Morpho v2. The SEC approves tokenized stocks on the Nasdaq. Bluechip prevents a Shutter DAO exploit. And Katana launches its CAT token. All this and more starts right after this message. Earn 10% real yield on your dollars without counterparty risk. Hold BOLD, the only decentralized stablecoin that has been rated A- by stablecoin agency Bluechip. Learn more at liquidity.org/earn. The Ethereum Foundation deployed another 3,400 Ether into the Morpho DeFi protocol on Ethereum mainnet, including 1,000 ETH allocated to the recently introduced Morpho Vaults v2. Launched as open source, Morpho Vaults v2 provides yield-generating vaults with instant liquidity and flexible allocation across existing or future Morpho markets. The vault's core contracts are non-upgradable, ensuring full immutability. The Ethereum Foundation first introduced its DeFi wallet early last year, and it now manages over $140 million in assets. Its onchain holdings include 31,200 Ether in Aave, 10,000 Ether in Spark Protocol, 4,200 Ether in Compound, and 7,100 Ether deployed across Morpho. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has approved a proposal by Nasdaq to support the trading and settlement of tokenized stocks and securities on the exchange. As part of the initiative, Depository Trust Company, a subsidiary of Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation DTCC, which processes most of the U.S. securities clearing and settlement, will lead a pilot program focused on highly liquid assets, including stocks from the Russell 1000 Index and select ETFs. The tokenized shares will carry the same ticker symbols and pricing as their traditional counterparts, with the goal of improving efficiency in post-trade settlement. Bluechip, a white hat DAO governance security team, identified and mitigated a governance vulnerability in Shutter DAO. They discovered that an attacker could have potentially spent around $100,000 to exploit weak governance parameters and seize control of Shutter DAO's $3 million treasury. The risk stemmed from low quorum requirements and no time lock delay. After validating the attack through simulation, Bluechip introduced a Security Council Guard contract alongside a 2-day time lock and coordinated with Shutter DAO delegates to implement the fix through governance. As a result, the Shutter DAO treasury is no longer easily exploitable. And lastly, Katana, a DeFi-focused ZK-powered Layer 2 built on Polygon's AG layer, launched CAT, its native chain token. Katana leverages sequencer fees and protocol-generated revenue to reward liquidity providers. The network incorporates chain-owned liquidity and an integration with the AG layer's Vault Bridge and VB tokens. Katana users can now claim and stake their CAT tokens. In other news, Tempo launches its Alt Layer 1 with a permissioned validator set. The Ethereum Foundation PSE team releases a social recovery SDK, and ETH Proofs releases version 3.2. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by following us at ETH Daily and subscribing to our newsletter at ethdaily.io.